let's jump back into it then, guys. What are you all up to at this point? So, Julius, the bandit that was originally stood on the table, the drow, pale grey skin, long white hair, has taken you up on your offer of, let's take this outside. Actually, he offered it. Still.
Yeah.
I assume you'd like to follow.
Yeah, why not?
Now, you do see, and also the rest of you see, that it's not just him leaving. You see the guy that is currently holding a kobold with a scimitar against his neck. He's backing out also up the ramp towards the upper deck of this airship. The Big Tim, is that what I called it?
Big Ted.
Big Ted.
Big Ted.
Big Ted has also got his sack slung over his shoulder, and he's also headed for the exit. What are the rest of you up to?
Can I run over to, well, I say run, like walk quickly over to the kobolds? I'm assuming the family, the one that was acting very upset. And as everyone's kind of like walking out of the room, I will just, I'll put my hand on the assumedly mother's shoulder, and just say, we'll do everything we can to get him back safe, all right?
Please do. We love him. We love us. Please get him back. I'll do everything.
We will. Don't worry, you don't owe us anything. We'll just get him back as quickly as we can, okay? And then I'm gonna look after Julius, who I'm assuming is kind of already walking out the door. I'm just gonna stop you from getting into trouble as well, and then I'm just gonna try and like walk over.
Cool. Hugh, Lugus, what you up to?
I will scale Hugh. And Darren, we can't hear you.
It's done that mute thing again, Darren. You pressed a button.
Okay, now you can hear.
Oh, I was hoping we'd have a game of charades for the whole session. One picture, a moment.
So yeah, I'll offer a shoulder to Lugus, and you can scamper on up. And then, as I'm following Julius out, I will just take a quick detour back to my table where I left my Forester's axe as it's leaning up against the table. I grab that on the way out and mutter to Lugus, well, they wanted to see my weapon.
Yeah. That's a mighty weapon.
Yeah, do you want to describe your axe to us?
Yeah, so it's a double bit Forester's axe. So it is, it's about 50 centimeters, about half a meter wide. Imagine a normal axe and then put another one on the other side.
That is longer than
bigger than the squirrel. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and it's a tool as opposed to a weapon, but it is wickedly sharp. You can tell that just by looking at it.
Awesome.
I thought they were assumed, but are you a lumberjack?
Yeah. Ah, yes. It was my old job.
Cool. So as you two make your way out to the upper deck, as you sort of crest the top of this ramp, the wind and the sea air hits you instantly. The smell of salt water just encompasses you entirely. Down in the tavern, it was the smell of hearty food and nice soup, but up here it's the smell of seawater, the fresh air that's just hit you, the blazing sunshine that's coming down from above. And I will move us over to...
Oh, battle map.
It's only done gone a battle map.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, they've duplicated.
I'm going to... what do you mean? What do you mean duplicated? Oh, I see. Yes.
Oh, that's the kobolds.
Okay. I've only got a finite amount of tokens on the battle map, unfortunately. One of them is Big Ted.
I did not realise we were fighting quadruplets.
Yeah. They've all just shifted to look exactly the same. The game is currently on pause, but what I'd like you all to do is just place yourself where you'd like to be, but keep it realistic. So the ramps to the lower portion of the tavern, where I'm pinging, the exit is right here. So where I've placed you probably where you'd like to be, but if you'd like to move yourself sort of like one space back, one space forward, that type of deal.
Can you make my token smaller?
You know what? I can.
I thought I want to act like a shoulder-mounted cannon
How's about
on Hugh.
so?
There he is.
So
I love it.
I'll tell you what. Just to keep it mechanics light, I'm gonna. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. No, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you be in the same space as other people. Your only issue with that is going to be that sometimes you are going to be underneath people's token, right?
Okay, understandable.
Yeah.
Also, bear in mind that you're going to be in range when I'm in range, and that's kind of my job. Whether it's your job or not, that's up to you.
I think that's
You'd
what I
be
was.
better off on my shoulder, to be honest.
We are going to
yeah.
do quite a lot of mechanics-based stuff with Lugus, so stuff that we don't normally allow, like you can't end your turn in a space or something like that, but we are dealing with a tiny creature here. We do need to and fro, but it is much that if you are on Hugh's shoulder, you will also take attacks of opportunity and things like, or the creature will get to choose which one to attack, etc, etc.
I'll jump on the rogue then.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Would you like to ask consent first?
Oh, sorry about that. I just heard you talking about how you fight earlier, and I thought I think it'd be a little bit safer here.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Just I'll just have to get used to the weight difference. That's fine.
Not that heavy, am I?
Well, no, but you're still on my shoulder, which is where I drop. Never mind. I'll just figure it out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'll
all
get on your head
attacks are
then.
at disadvantage. I'm joking. Right.
Well,
So
that would be horrible for a rogue. Don't do that.
Yeah. The ultimate nerf, a squirrel.
Yeah.
So, what I'd like you ask you all to do, apart from you there, get out of here, is to go ahead and I'm not going to try and do the epic roll. Can you roll initiative in the initiative tab for me? We will start doing epic rolls next time.
Take 5 away from mine because it's.
Yeah, no worries.
Are we fighting?
Are you fighting? Well, you
Are
don't. We don't know yet, but if you would like to converse, then you can do it on your turn. But
I'll
there's
take it.
not necessarily
That's
a fight happening just yet.
Did my
We're supposed to see all your dice, or they're supposed to be hidden.
Oh my gosh,
no,
why is there so many?
I'm quite happy for you to see my dice. I don't keep them hidden. Cool. So what we're going to do is go.
That's why they wanted to take it outside.
So we're going to go
Because
into
there's 8 of them.
there's 8 of them.
I don't know.
2,
I'm just
3.
making a vague guess.
No. I thought I did something wrong. Flopsy, it is over to you. What would you like to do?
Right.
We are in loose initiative at this point. There isn't a. You've just walked up. You've seen. So what you can see in front of you is the pale-skinned drow is sort of stood in front of you, and he's sort of posing with a scimitar. And he will say out to your group as you emerge. He'll just say, "You sure you want to do this? I've randomly picked up that twang to me accent, and I didn't have it before. But the sea air's hitting me." And you see the chap with the kobold is just sort of backed up, and the other guys are just sort of taking their defensive stances. That's what you see right now.
I'll just shout out. Well, we don't like people taking advantage of children. It's generally one of our, our boundaries. Perhaps you want to let him go just so that you can fight us like a real man.
Make a persuasion check, and I'll also say, Julius, you go ahead and make one as well, just for your gift of the gab as you were coming up.
Oh god.
Oh, so nearly a 20.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so a 17. So as he was, you don't know this, but as you're going up, he was sort of contemplating what he would do. I'm going to say combined with that, he's going to go, all right, I hear your plea. Dismiss the kobold. And this chap here is just going to push the kobold just sort of 5 feet down, but he's going to release all grasp on him. So the kobold will be free to move at a certain time. Yeah, anything else, Flopsy? We're sort of loose initiative at the moment, so keep it 6 seconds, which we're coming up to. But
I'm just gonna ready my bow.
ready your bow. Awesome. It's going to come on over to this bandit here, who won't do much. This one here will just move up slightly. Julius, over to you. Q on deck.
No. Oh, great. It's about to be like, it's a beautiful sky, there are children present. Great, perfect conditions for a duel.
Is that what you're saying to him, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I guess I was brain farting out loud. That's what I'll say.
That sounds like Julius.
Yeah, now I'm not really too sure why I'm fighting. I was only really bothered about the little kid kobold over there.
Oh, no, come on. You can't let me down now. I need a fight.
Okay, and a fight you shall have. And I would love to slap you on the ass. Go get him, big boy. And I'd love to give him some bardic inspiration.
That's...
Oh, slap Hugh on the ass. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the attack.
So, yeah, can you just remind us then, Kate, what is your bardic inspiration right now? I believe it's D6. Just for Darren's benefit.
Let me just double check. I think it is a D6. Yeah.
Awesome. So, Darren, you will have advantage, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Kate, if you've chosen something else in character sheet, but that'll be attack throws, saving throws, attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks that you can use for next turn.
It's not advantage. It's just 1d6 onto any of those.
Yeah.
Is that not what I said?
No, you
advantage.
I say advantage.
With advantage.
What a muppet.
For yeah. Cool. Do
I
have
mean,
to
we can give him advantage if you want. That we'll take that. But
No.
Yeah. I know.
Cool.
And
So it's
as I
kind of like,
I'm gonna disappear rapidly behind you.
yeah.
Oh, it's underneath Flopsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm.
We're here to challenge you. Everyone hides
Oh,
behind the
I'm on
barbarian.
Game's paused.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think it was. There you
It's alright. I am just gonna.
go. Awesome. Cool. So, yeah.
and as he walks past, very heroic.
What was
So
that?
it's 1d6 to add to an attack roll, saving throw, anything like that.
Yeah.
Ability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
cool.
ability, a skill check.
Cool.
Cool. And we will move over to Q. It is over to you with Lucas on
Yeah.
deck.
I mean, I've just been slapped on the arse, so I'm taking a step forward, and as I do so, I will say, as I'm walking up the stairs, Lugus, as I'm walking up the ramp, you would have heard me just counting to 10, just like rhythmically, just trying to stay calm. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just chanting, counting up to 10. But also, you'll notice that as I'm doing so, I'm getting slightly hairier and slightly bigger, and I'm gonna shift, which I don't actually know how to do. There we go. Oh no. Is it in features? Yes, there we go. Gotcha.
Cool. Do you want
So yeah, I become slightly more bear-like, but it's a very, very small change. I still look, for the most part, just like a normal man, only slightly more bear-like. So it's a long-distant cousin who was a werebear. That's yeah. And so that's my bonus action.
Cool.
And then I will take a step towards the big guy, and I will just smack him with my axe.
Amazing.
That's what I do. Where is it? Double bit felon axe. With a plus Is that okay?
You just hit it like you normally do.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Normal.
Oh no.
Ah.
No.
Ew.
So, as you
Yeah.
swing your double bit felling axe, you swing it in such a manner that he just sort of just ducks out of the way, and it just swings across his head, flinging you round in a circle, just looking a little bit dazed. Yeah, that one, dude.
Amazing. That's how it goes.
That's your action.
Yeah,
Your
that's
bonus
it.
action. You've got a little
That's
bit of
how much
movement
I
left,
move.
but anything else?
Nope, just that.
Cool. Lugus, over to you.
Okay. I would like to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on the guy who just missed.
He needs it.
Okay. So now, anyone who goes to hit you will have to make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw, which is not going to get better because that's a racial thing and it's not using charisma. So,
What happens if
and I will use
wisdom saving for him?
if they fail, they either lose that attack or have to select a different target
Fantastic.
if there's no one within range. Okay. And I will also use my action to Eldritch Blast, which is very difficult to see.
Yeah.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
So, would you like to describe your Eldritch Blast as it comes out?
Okay.
Well, let's see if it hits.
From-
first.
Yeah. Okay. I'm blasting the guy next to the kobold.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Eldritch Blast. Normal. I'm assuming that's going to hit.
Nice. 24 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh.
4 points of damage. So yeah, you tell us what your Eldritch Blast looked like.
Okay. In his tiny little mitts, he just sort of focuses on his palm for a few moments, and a mixture of golden and purple, like a mixture of psionic and divine energetic fire, just appears in his palm, and he's like, and almost like he almost knocks himself off Flopsy with the recoil of his own hands because he's only a little guy, and it just impacts the man like he's been shot with a flintlock.
That's amazing. So as the Eldritch Blast flies out, nearly knocking you off your feet, it impacts him directly on the shoulder, and sort of these eldritch burns start to come across his body, and he's just going to. Anything else, Lucas?
No. Just gonna say, it's been a while since I've done anything like that.
It is now over to the drow. The drow reaches for his scimitar. Does he make the DC wisdom saving throw before he attacks? I believe on Sanctuary, isn't it?
Once I read the spell. I don't know how.
I believe it's right for Sanctuary, right? Is if he wants to attack the target, that is.
He's got to do a wisdom saving throw, and if he doesn't meet it, he's got to choose another target or lose his attack.
That's how I.
Yeah,
thought.
within range. You pass.
He does.
You can swing it at the man.
So he's going to take out his scimitar and swing for you, Hugh. He is going to. Oh, he's going to. 20. Does that hit?
It does indeed.
Does indeed.
Yeah.
That'll be 4 points of damage to you, Hugh, as he raises a scimitar out and swings it in a very fast motion and sort of carves up the side of your armor, just sort of nicking you within the skin. And that'll be. And he sort of just. Julius, he sort of sees you behind him and just sort of goes, heh. This was your call. And that'll be his turn. Now, it is over to... you guys don't quite see this because you're sort of on the lower part. Actually, I'm not even going to describe it to you. I'm not going to tell you what's going on. Just bear with me a second. Cool. So, you guys all feel the ship that you're on starts to move and sort of wisp in the wind, and you nearly lose your footing, but you manage to just sort of find it. You've all got your sort of your sea legs, as it were, and that'll be it for now. Flopsy, it is over to you.
I am going to attack the Drow Bandit, and I will have sneak attack because there is
Within 5
Ally
feet.
within 5 feet.
yes. Right. So I'm assuming I just attack, and then
Yeah. So do your regular attack first, and then you
Yeah.
do your sneak attack on afterwards.
Cool. Right. There we go. Attack.
19 will hit.
19.
Roll your damage.
And then I roll my damage from a short bow,
Yep. So roll the regular damage first. So that will be
and then the sneak attack as well.
6 points of damage, and then your sneak attack, 1d6, I believe. 2 points of damage. Nice. Do you want to describe that to us, please?
Yeah, of course. So I'll bring my bow forward, like adjusting slightly for the attached squirrel, and then just before I release, Lugus, you're close enough to hear, but you'll hear Flopsy just say under her breath, "Fuck off," and then she'll just let go.
That's fantastic. So the arrow flies through the air and catches him also in the shoulder, and it sort of just pushes him back, but he just sort of shrugs it off. He doesn't recoil in pain or anything like that. It has done some damage to him, but we'll see how that gets on. Anything else, Flopsy?
I can't bonus action hide at this point because I'm not high enough level, so I will end my turn there.
Okie dokie. We'll now move on to Disbandits, who again you guys can't see from where you are, but I probably will say it now. This person's turn. You hear there is a scuffle happening from sort of the deck above you, from where the humming of an engine can be heard, and sort of an aggrieved fight is happening elsewhere. So let me just go ahead and roll this. Oh God, that's not going to do a lot, and that'll be his turn. So it is now over to Disbandit, who will move on over 25 feet. He will attack you, Hugh.
Make the wisdom save.
That is a 2.
Fail.
So remind me, does he lose the attack, or he needs to choose another target?
Only if there's someone within range of his weapon. But if there isn't, he loses the attack.
So because of where he stood and went to go make the attack, no one's actively in range. If he had moved one space over, he could have hit Flopsy. So that will be his one over. It's now over to this one here, who will come also into range of Hughes. So they're not aware of this sanctuary right now, because this will be their first attack. So we'll get advantage on the attack, but he'll make his... Oh, not you. Make the whiz save first.
Yep.
DC 12 it was, I believe.
It was, you just made it.
So cool. So he's going to attack you with a scimitar with advantage, Hugh, as he is flanking. Does a 14 hit?
Does not.
Darn. So as he goes to take the swing with the scimitar, you see him sort of recoil slightly as this sanctuary tries to get into his head, but he manages to push through it. But with that distraction, the blade just narrowly misses you. And that's over to him. Julius, it is over to you with Hugh on deck.
Okay. Just learning my spells here. Okay. So, I suppose you have to cast spells with a weapon, is that right? You need like a spell casting focus.
You have a spell casting focus just on your person. That can be a focus of any kind. Do you see what I mean? So you're not at the level where you sort of choose your bardic weapons, etc. So.
Cool. So I want to just like make eye contact with Crixus, give him a little wink, and say, "Let's make this interesting, shall we?" And I'm gonna cast Bane on 3, I think it is at this level, right? So
first level Bane. Let me just check.
yeah, 3 creatures of your choice. So they need to make charisma saving throw. So I'm going to choose all 3 that are around Hugh.
That's it. Yeah. So just target them manually then, and then it should pop up asking me to do it, or it might not. I don't know what it'll do.
This one. Oh, it's only letting me do one at a time.
Yeah. So you did not watch my amazing tutorial video. Hold Shift and then.
Okay. There you go. Okay. And then Bane. Let's cast that. Yes. Okay.
Okay, that hasn't asked me to do. Oh no, there it is. Wait, what's this gonna do? Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna roll Bane for yourself.
Good. Okay.
I mean, let's. Hang on. We're gonna disregard that roll because for some reason it's asked you to make the save. So let me just manually do it for everybody. They've all got a +0. What's the DC on Bane? DC 14.
14.
Okay, so the drow fails. The top one. Top one succeeds. And the lower one fails. Okay, so it is this drow here and this bandit here that are baned. The top one managed to get away from it. So
what
yeah,
does Bane do?
So
Yeah,
Bane is it's blah blah blah. The
Anti-bless.
target must roll a d4 and subtract the number roll from the attack roll or saving throw. So when it attacks or makes a saving throw, it minuses d4.
Minuses 4. Nice.
Yeah.
It is anti-bless.
and do you want to describe that as you cast Bane? As this is the first time you've cast Bane?
Yeah, I'll say I'll do it. I haven't got any instruments out at the minute. Maybe I'm just palming a dagger and flipping it or something. And he's got like these tattoos on his arms that are like kind of moon shapes, kind of arcane. Like you wouldn't necessarily know what they are unless you like looked at them really closely. And I'll say they kind of glow a little bit. And yeah, I'll cast Bane. And then Am I?
I was in the darkness. No goodbye. I had light level already a man.
Go and see what it is. What's my movement speed? That's
30 is my
Yeah, sorry, you've got to go down to the peasant levels of movement speed these days. You don't have the mobile feet anymore.
Yeah, definitely that I'm used to.
Actually, I feel my armor class doesn't begin with a 2. I feel
What
it's
What's that?
okay, so hang on, so that's 10 feet. And then, 20 up the steps, and just get a read on what's going on up here.
Yeah. So where were you? So 5, 10.
I've gone 20.
So yeah, okay, that's absolutely perfect. So as you climb up, you see a rugged man with a red bandana and an eye patch. He looks quite intimidating at first, and he seems to be wrestling with one of the bandits that you saw on the floor below. And that's what you see right now.
Oh, cool. More friends. I'll move forward another. That's 5 feet. I'll go. Which way shall I go? Oh, let's go that way. Perfect. Okay, I'll go over there, and then that's my turn.
Okie doke. Let's now over to this bandit here. Oh, I want to push a kobold off. No. Oh. Can you imagine?
Yes. Yeah, I'll let
Section
him
1,
go.
child murder.
So what he's going to do is he's going to head up here and he's going to see you, Flopsy. He's not necessarily going to see Lugus, but he is going to take a shot at you with his light crossbow. So he's going to.
Are you sure you've targeted?
That is going to be a nat 20 as a critical. That will be 10 points of damage to Lugus, which it shouldn't have been. So
yeah, That's going to be a problem. Should I?
That's going to be a little bit of a problem. So do me a favor, Lugos. I didn't minus that HP. Flopsy, if you could minus 10 HP, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
yeah. So as he pulls out this crossbow, he sort of takes aim, but he takes just a little bit longer just to aim directly between the eyes, and this bolt sort of hits you, but it deflects off of you. But just the impact that this arrowhead has left basically in your forehead has done critical damage. And also, I also cannot see health bars, so when Lugus is on you, I have no idea how close you are to death.
I am 4 HP from death.
Fantastic. And that'll be Dat Bandit's turn. Hugh, it is over to you. Lugus on deck.
So the warmth. Hugh has a strange since being slapped on the arse. There's a strange burning in his arse cheek, which is really starting to piss him off. And that combined with the tear in his shirt, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna rage.
Nice.
Which is the first time he's raged in years.
Ooh.
So do that. He's normally good at keeping composure, but he's lost it. And
Got double rage.
Come on.
And that's right. And he's going to use his bardic inspiration.
Cool. So just with bardic inspiration, you can choose to use it after the roll as well. So if you roll and hit and you don't need to use it, you can keep it for later.
Oh, you can. Okay. In which case, he's going to think about using his bardic inspiration. Let's see.
Cool.
Oh,
He's not going to use his bardic inspiration.
And a 25 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Damage. Did it do the? Did it do the range? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it will add. It should add your +2 onto it. Okay, so 15 points of damage. Please describe how you take down this drow.
He's kind of regaining his, or losing his composure, but regaining his kind of prowess at the same time. And he's going to take a swing, but it's not like a martial swing. It's a swing of someone chopping a tree down straight for the kind of his mid torso. And I'd like to think that the axe just slices cleanly through and renders this guy into two halves.
For sure. So as the drow is stood there with confidence brimming off of his face, giving Julius the side eye, and he sort of just looks at you, Hugh, and just gives you a bit of a you look tough. And as just that thought crosses his mind, your axe, your felling axe, just takes a chop straight out of him, straight through his lower torso and out the other end, and his whole upper half of his torso just and then like a tree. How would you like to fell him? Anything else, Hugh?
No, other than turning and growling at the one to the south of me.
Amazing. Lugus, over
Sanctuary
to you.
falls on Hugh because he attacked somebody.
Sorry?
Sanctuary is now off of you because you hurt some.
Makes sense.
Very efficiently, I'd like to add.
Yeah. Rough.
For the sake of balance, I will hop off the rabbit and I will use a bonus action to use my healing light feature.
Oh.
I will channel the power of Tyr. My fancy lavender coloured eyes will erupt with golden fire. My hand will also be covered in golden light, and I will. I don't want to say touch you, but I will. Which is, I think, a D6 of healing. I'll roll that now. 6.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Ooh,
Boom.
Do you add anything to that?
I do not. I just
Just a
Yeah.
flat D6, is it?
yeah.
Okay. Nicely done. Is that an action or a bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
Oh, even better.
I'm gonna scuttle under. I don't know. I guess get over if you were just hit by critical damage. I'll scuttle over you, and then I'm going to target the person who crit you. I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, dickhead.
Yep. I'm gonna have to open the character sheet because that's not showing up there. Guiding bolt on that bugger.
Nice.
Using my 1 spell slot.
Warlocks, man.
Please, for the love of God, hit.
Guiding bolts never hit. Ever.
Watch it.
I got a crit guiding bolt
What
once.
was
off.
that?
Jeez.
Who's rolling 19s now, bitches?
A 25 hits. Roll damage. Ooh.
Ooh.
That'll be 11 points of damage. You want to describe the kill for us, please, Lucas?
He gets hit by. I'm basically like serving in like cricket or like baseball. I'm just over the shoulder, chucking a golf ball of blinding death at him.
So your guiding bolt is a baseball of light. Amazing. So as it just erupts on him, his whole body just sort of just burns up into ash, and he just sort of erupts and implodes from the inside out and just crumbles onto the floor into a bloody mess.
I like to imagine the guiding bolt sort of like hit him, did the damage, and then recoiled off before fizzling out. Like, dunk.
Oh. What just hit me? And then he just disappears.
Yeah, and then he just dies.
Cool. NFL, you got a little bit of movement left?
Just to annoy you, I'll get back on.
Fantastic. Thought you might. It is not your turn. You're dead.
No.
So, Julius, what you see is this rugged, bearded chap. He's got hold of what looks to be a galleon. I don't know what they're called. Wheel. It's the steering wheel of the ship, right? It's obviously got some sort of boat name. I'm no boat expert.
No, I don't think it was.
A wheel.
I think it is literally the wheel.
Oh, really? Oh, that's.
No, yeah, just called the wheel. Or the helm.
I could have pulled that off. Yeah, so he's currently on the helm, not the bow or the other one.
Helmet. Perfect.
Currently on the helm, handling the wheel, and he's got both hands on the wheel, but this chap behind him is trying to grapple him from behind and tear him off of the wheel. And you can see he's struggling to control the ship, as that is his main priority. He is going to sort of look at you as you come up and just go, "You there, give us a hand." And he's going to go ahead and roll a... come on, he's going to roll an athletics check.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, 20. So as he's sort of being thrown back, he's keeping control of the ship. And as before, the ship is sort of swaying in the winds, but it's not enough to knock any of you off your feet or off your balance. You just feel you just get your sea legs once again. And that'll be his turn. Flopsy, it is over to you with Julius on deck.
Okay. Thanks, Tiny. Child, get around. And I'm just gonna like point at around the long way for it to get sort of like around here and back to the entrance.
And it'll sort of just give you a nod as you do that.
And then I will shoot.
Okay.
I'll shoot. I've seen Hugh move to the one to the south, so I'm going to hit the one on the north directly in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. So, and I still get sneak attack because he's technically engaged.
He is.
Oh, good for him.
Right. So I'll attack.
I'm glad Aaron got that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was nearly a nat 20. That's sad. An 8
That
will
was
miss.
nearly a nat 20. An 8 will miss. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'll be like, so again, Lucas, you'll hear me just sort of say under my breath, "Fuck off! I'm not listening." And then I'm just gonna run, except I can't run because I can't select my character. So I'm just gonna run with you.
Yeah.
Up here, and I'm gonna stay there. And I'm assuming you're coming with me, yeah.
Yeah.
Your camera.
What the hell's up with my camera?
I do not know,
What is
dude.
going on? Help! Ah!
You are going.
Adam's found himself in the
You're going
rain.
back to a different plane of existence, dude. Someone send help. Well, we've lost him. That's it. He's
That's
dearie me.
Holy mo! This is never happened.
That's crazy.
This looks like a filter. This doesn't look like an actual. Oh, it's back to
Oh.
normal.
That's a shame.
I stopped techno raving. I'm very sorry.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Flopsy?
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I did knee my PC on my way down my chair, so it probably fixed it then.
Cool. So it is over to this bandit here who will come and move to here, and he will try and make another athletics check.
Oh, shit.
You cheeky man.
Stop rolling that 20s, dude.
I've done all right
Yeah, what's
tonight,
going
haven't I? So he grapples this rugged man, Julius, and now Flopsy and Lugus, you now see. He gets pulled away from the wheel at the helm. And as he does, you see the bandana and scarred-faced man sort of cry out as you see panic in his eyes, and the wheel starts to just go. I'd like everybody to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, so
Oh no.
this is gonna be interesting.
I've seen the rolls.
Oh, the rolls.
Oh.
So yeah, we're just gonna have to catch up with this in just a second. So this guy will be pushed over here. This guy will be pushed to here. Right. So who got less than a 15?
No, it didn't look borderline.
Where's mine?
I don't see your roll, buddy. Go ahead and roll a dex save.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Look at the poor kobold.
No, the kobold can't die. We went to so much effort for him to not die.
We'll see what happens in a second.
I'll be adding on my D6 as well.
You're gonna bardic that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So D6, yeah.
Oh, fuck me, you lucker.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the DC was higher. DC was 15.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, sorry.
You can
I thought DC
made it.
That's it.
Max, you can get with 14 with the bandit.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, anyone who's failed, which I believe is everybody but Flopsy and Julius, and a few of the bandits, you will all feel the rock of this ship as it sort of veers off violently to the right. I would like you all to... You've all essentially been pushed to the side of the ship 10 feet. And actually, what I'm going to say is, Lugus, and you are tiny. If you are a normal size, I was going to say you're not going to move anywhere, but you fall to here. This chap here I already moved. The captain will move down to here. The kobold, unfortunately, is going to be pushed against the side of the ship. And Hugh, you would see this. He tumbles over the side. And that's all you see. You see him go out of vision completely. And that's that bandit's turn. Has everybody moved that should... Oh, and Hugh, yeah, you need to move just 10 feet down. So
Sorry.
To that guy.
yeah, just to there, buddy.
Does that move the bad guy?
Because
This one's saved. So
Yeah, but he's got a Hugh running into him.
Well, yeah, no, that is a damn good point. What I want you to do, Hugh, is as you've been tumbled backwards, just go ahead and make me an athletics check quick, and I'll make this guy roll some dexterity. Oh, you silly man! Oh yeah, he's definitely getting pushed back. Oh hell yeah! Yeah. So as you inadvertently just barge into him, he's got his sea legs, but as you come hurtling into him, he's got no choice but to go with you. So he's come right with you there, and that has now resolved that. Nobody looks to be in too much immediate danger. It is over to this bandit here, who will now the ship is sort of tilted sideways. He's going to sort of just run down and then plunges scimitar into you, Hugh. There's no more sanctuary, and this one is not baned. And
He is bad.
he does have advantage on that, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that again. Does a 12 hit?
Does not.
Does not. So yeah, as he runs down, tries to plunge his scimitar into you, he just sort of just trips up and it goes straight past you. That'll be his turn. It is now over to this one, who, as you have fallen back into him, he's just going to scramble up and try and plunge his scimitar into your back. You'll do so with advantage. Does a 15 hit?
Oh,
it
isn't
does.
he baned? He's baned.
He is baned. Baned is D4, is that correct?
Yes, mine is D4. I don't know if I roll that or you roll that. No.
No, well,
I think
yeah.
It's not-
Who does roll bane?
I think
it's normally you.
it is you. I'll just
I
double
think
check.
it is the DM that does it. Okay, so does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
It does not. So yeah, the scimitar sort of goes in, and this sort of protective,
Okay, Miss roll a D4.
this protective
whoever-
sort of energy just sort of bends the blade and moves it off. And that'll be his turn. Julius, it is over to you. You guys are wrecking these people.
Holy macaroni. Okay, so I'll be panicked looking around for Flopsy, but then I see her kind of run up behind me and she's actually chill, so that's fine.
I'm all good.
I do have a mechanical question. So with Bane, its targets within 30 feet when I cast the spell. If I cast it and it gets the people within 30 feet. If I move outside of 30 feet of them, does the
let me
Bane drop?
let me just read the spell. You are concentrating on Bane, which is
Yeah.
completely fine at the moment, but I do believe you can go outside of range. See if in range spells target. Doesn't say anything about going outside of the range, so I'm going to say you can go outside of range. You are just concentrating, so that's the downside. Well, not downside to Bane, but that's how Bane is gone. So I think you're good.
That's cool. Okay, that's fine. So oh lord, okay, where's this? Where's this
That
geezer?
really
So seeing this guy kind of carrying this fella.
Yeah, so he's got him sort of strangled. Obviously, Nat 20, he's got him fully grappled and restrained at this point.
Yeah. Sorry. Just debating one of the many things I could do. Okay. So I will turn to, and the ship's going crazy, right?
The ship is currently angled where it's verging off to the right, where the wheel has just been slung all the way to the right, and it is just doing a complete right angle turn. Everybody is you're nearly slipping off, but everyone's sort of caught their footing now.
I'm gonna turn to Flopsy. I'm gonna go, do what you do. I gave her bardic inspiration.
Nice. E6 to you.
And I am gonna go to the helm, and I am going to try and grab the wheel,
Okay.
and stop the ship from going crazy. I don't know what kind of roll I have to make.
Make a strength check. So where the wheel is completely turned to the right, you're going to need an immense amount of strength to just
Maybe you
bring it
needed
back.
bardic inspiration here.
Maybe I should give it to myself. Not a saving throw, so a check.
Yeah, so it's just a straight strength check.
Strength,
An athletics check, essentially.
Oh, athletics. Okay, let's do athletics. Okay. Be good to me.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So 19. So you grab hold of the wheel, but where it's been flung around quite a few times, and you saw it go about 7 revolutions, you're able to sort of bring it back with your action, and with a 19, you're able to bring it back to about halfway to what it was. So the ship is still rearing off to the right. Okay.
Cool. That's just what I'm gonna do then. So I'm just gonna like run over, grab the wheel, and just try and keep it.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Very good. Hugh, it is over to you. Lucas on deck.
Right. Well, I guess I'll hit something. I'm gonna get that guy there, and
Which one are you targeting? Ah, there.
the one directly beneath me.
10 will miss, buddy, unfortunately.
No problemo.
Level 1 combat.
That's it.
Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. So as you swing the axe, he just sort of dodges out of the way and sniggers at you. But he's also looking around and he sees his fallen bodies and he is looking a little bit panicked at this point. Lugus, over to you.
I will blast the man holding the captain.
How do you know I'm a captain? Oh wait, my name's in the chat box. Fair enough.
Also, you were holding the wheel.
Ah, yes. Eldritch Blast.
I just say you do look surprisingly alike your attackers.
Well, I'm going to have to give you all a name, starting with UF soon, as you all are rolling insanely well, so 11 will miss.
Okay. After that, I would like to... How high is this risen area above the deck below?
Just about. Oh, from the deck below, it was a 10 feet climb up the ladder, so then you're about 5 foot up, just on this sort of little bit of raised decking, so 15 feet.
Okay. I will. I guess. Because I've got 10-foot climbing speed, so I can get 10 feet out, and if I drop 10 feet, that doesn't cause any damage, right?
You would only need to drop 5 feet.
Yeah, okay, yes, that would cause me fall.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so that's 10 feet of movement, I think, that I've used. And I will get as close. I want to save the child.
Yeah, so you currently don't see him. As much as you see the token on the map, you currently do not see him.
I assume I saw him fall off.
Yeah, you saw him tumble over the side, but you currently do not see him right from where you are.
I'll get closer. I'll go shoulder to shoulder with Mr. Hugh. Oh. And I can cast. I think I can cast Sanctuary again. It's racial.
If it's a bonus action to do so.
Yeah, I'll do that on me.
It's a racial feature for Sanctuary, is it?
Oh, yeah, no, I've already used it. It's weird because at the top of my spell list it says at will, but then it's got uses, so it's a bit awkward.
Yeah, so you will have uses for things like that.
Yeah, okay. And I've already used it on Mr. Hugh, so I'll end me here.
Fantastic.
And I'll just stand wildly screaming at the two other guys.
I'll tell you what, because your intentions were on the child kobold, go ahead and make me a perception check to see if you can hear anything.
Okay. 13?
13, you just hear a faint sort of cry, and that's about it, but you don't see anything more. It is over to the captain, who is restrained and grappled at this point, so he is just going to try and get out of it. This will have to be contested. 15 versus... yeah, he's going to stay restrained. And he's, as he sort of struggles to try and get away, he shouts over to you, Julius. He just sort of goes, "Go on, boy! Bring her back in line!" That'll be him. Flopsy, over to you.
I am going to... Right. Does the captain count as an ally?
At this point, yes.
Okay, so I would get sneak if I attacked dude restraining him.
Ooh, yes. But well, what I will say, you will get your sneak attack, but he will be... I'm going to say from where you are, he's got a quarter cover where he's sort of got the captain restrained, so he's going to get +2 to his AC. Sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna try and attack him. Try being the word because I haven't rolled very well.
Oh,
That's why you got the bardic.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'll be a 17 will hit. Oh, let me just
Excellent.
check.
I won't use my bardic.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
So I'll do the attack, the damage for that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
10
I
points of
will
damage.
sneak as well. Oh!
Oh, max sneak. Would you like to
Max
describe the kill
damage.
for us, Flopsy?
Yes, so my eyes wildly kind of point to where the child fell overboard. Well, I feel it was overboard. But Julius talks to me saying, do what you've got to, like, do what you do best, which immediately makes me turn around. I whip round with my bow, release an arrow, almost without even looking. It looks really cool. And then I'll turn to Julius immediately and go, I've done it. And then I don't even know where it hit. I'm presuming right in the square of the eyes.
Yeah.
And then I'll immediately from there. I want to drop down the 10 feet between the level that I'm on to the level below.
Yep. If you drop straight down, you will. Oh no, you don't take any fall damage. 10 feet, right? Andrew's rulings. Adam, help me out. Come on. 10 feet full damage. 10 feet's fine, right? I believe. I mean, the ladder's right next to you that you can just.
not
drop
even
down.
the whole
I know.
person.
Yeah, no, you'll be alright at 10 feet.
Well, it is
Right,
the whole person.
so-
It's just over, sorry.
I mean, Rabbit's got a Herringon got a jump. Something like
It does, but there's a reason why I'm not using
Yeah.
it at the moment.
But I'm just thinking if they can jump super high, surely they can fall super high as well.
Yeah, it's a Harrigan.
That
Yeah,
works, doesn't it?
yeah, come on.
So I'm gonna jump down, and then I'm going to basically run. And then I'm gonna get into his range. So that's I've jumped down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna bunny hop away from him as my bonus action
Yep.
to not provoke an opportunity attack. So that is 5, 10. And then I'm going to use my last 5 feet to basically fall to the floor prone. And then look over, and if he's there, I'm going to thrust my arm out.
Yep.
I can't do anything because I've already used my action,
Yep.
but I'm just going to be there waiting for him to grab on.
That's it. And so now you're so close, you hear the sort of the whimpers and the cries of this kobold, and you just see a hand sort of hanging on to a small opening on the bow of the ship. I don't know if it's the bow, but it's a small opening where you may see a sort of a cannon come from it, and he's hanging on for dear life. But as you say,
Yeah.
you've used your action.
What I'd also like to do is just to note that I'm going to splay my legs out so that if I do fall forward, my legs should hopefully catch on the banister of the ship.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So you have braced yourself. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
So if I do move, the idea is that my legs are so wide that they will like hook themselves around the
For sure.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Makes sense. Okay, so it is over to this bandit, and ooh, he's going to go for you again, Hugh. He doesn't like you. He's going to pull out that
Awesome.
scimitar. He wants you down. Will a 17 hit? This is the unbaned one.
Well,
Cool. So
It will.
He's going to go ahead and roll damage. That'll be 3 points of damage, and you are raging, so that'll be halved, which I believe that has applied onto you. So you'll take 1 point of slashing damage, I believe, for a scimitar. And
Yep,
that'll be
great.
his turn. He should have taken out of advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna roll d20 and just see if it's crit. So I'm rolling good tonight. Nah, it wasn't. Never mind. And is coming over to this bandit who's going to see you, Lugus, and take an attack
Oh.
at you.
Don't hurt me. I'm only wee.
Yeah, so as you come into range, Lucas, he sort of doesn't quite know what to make of you, and he lashes out with his sword. But where you're so small, you're able to just sort of dart around it, and he doesn't manage to land any kind of blow. Julius, it is over to you. You're currently holding on to the wheel of the ship, and you can feel the strength of the ship pushing against you. It will be your action to keep hold of this wheel and to try and turn it even more. We can choose to let go.
Okay, so I feel like if I let go, it's gonna be bad for everyone.
Yep.
So
Why don't you find out?
onto it really hard and I'm like, come on, dipshit, you can do this. And I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration as a bonus.
Think you can
I know.
give yourself bardic inspiration.
Hang on,
Let me
Can
just
you not? I thought you could.
let me just double check for you.
You can hype yourself up.
No, I can't pump myself
Yes,
up.
other than yourself, so you cannot inspire
Yeah, no, I'm
yourself.
not allowed.
Sam.
Okay, cool.
Ah,
Where's
as my
what's the
action then-
selfish bardic class?
Yeah,
Yeah,
know.
I believe you can bardic yourself on some of them.
No, it does say other than yourself. So that's fair. Okay, so I am gonna make another athletics check to try and like keep it from completely going
Please
crazy.
do. Before you roll, the DC will be 14 to keep it up. All right.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna really fudge it now.
Kate, come on, Kate.
Believe in you.
Oh no.
Roll, what's your modifier?
Oh, no. 13.
So as you try to keep hold of this wheel, you just try to bring it back, but then you lose grip out of one hand, and the wheel starts to fling again. Once again, everybody roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh no.
It was one away. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Rip.
I'll roll him last, shall I?
I'm gripping onto him, right?
As
You actually haven't held up.
when it is turning and I lose grip of the wheel, I'm gonna yell to Flopsy, catch him! And I'm gonna give her bardic inspiration.
I've got it. I've got one already. You don't need to give another one.
Oh, in that case, redact it. I didn't realise you had one already. I thought you'd used it.
Nope.
Can I yell to the
You-
kobolds?
Can you give the child bardic?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I yell to the
I believe it needs to be a creature that you can see, and from where you are, you wouldn't be able to see from, and especially because you're holding onto this wheel in front of you. That's what I'll say to that one. Let me just go ahead and just resolve these dex saves.
No, hang on. As a bonus action, a creature within 60 feet that can hear you. If it can
It's
hear me,
55.
I can give it.
All right, I'll tell you.
55 feet away.
I will tell you what. If you can make me an inspiring, how do you inspire this kobold from 55 feet away while trying to wrestle a wheel? Inspire me is what I'm saying.
You die. We promised your mother we'd get you home safe. Grab the rabbit's hand.
Okay, stranger, will do. We get a bit of feedback from your mic, by the way, Dan. Just saying. No worries. So this bandit here, he is actually going to fall straight overboard, Hugh. But as he does fall, you will get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to slice him as he's falling back.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes, I will do.
Yeah, take your attack of opportunity.
Do I get one as well?
Yes, you'll definitely get one. Sorry, you're so small, can't see you. 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll down. Oh my golly, 10 points of damage. He is still standing, but he is on his last leg. So as he's fall back, this large gaping slash against his chest. And he's sort of panting. Lugus, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to use my sharp tusks.
It's a shark.
Which shark tusk? Why is it shark tusks?
Yeah.
Sharks famously have tusks.
A shark
I mean-
tusk.
Yeah. These also deal psychic damage.
Psychic damage shark tusks. Brilliant.
Yeah.
24 will hit, buddy. Roll your damage.
And I would personally feel very afraid of a tiny little squirrel that gnawed at my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so between Hugh and you, Lugus, as this combo attack of opportunities, how would you both like to do this?
I have. Oh yeah, I guess I just sort of bit through his foot and release
His
this,
foot.
psychic venom type thing from me little orc tusks.
Nice. And then as he stumbles, perhaps I'll take a swing at his leg. And so Lugus is just left gnawing on the leg, and the rest of him topples overboard.
Fantastic.
Vicious. I love
And
it.
what you hear is the body falls for about 10 seconds, and you just hear this sploosh in the water below.
Oh, I thought we were way higher.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for the kobold, guys.
You can add a
We-
plus the d6 as well.
He's got a d6, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll it first.
Da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Okay. It's got 10,
Oh.
What's the DC?
14. Let's
So we have
just-
to roll.
Needs to roll
Okay.
a 4. Would somebody else like to roll the DC? I will roll it. Let us see.
This is on you.
5. The kobold manages to hold on. He just slips. He's just holding on with his fingertips now, and with his other arm, he reaches out to Flopsy and just, please help me, because the man in the sky is fucking terrible. And that will be that resolved. Julius, is there anything else you'd like to do? It is still your turn.
I'm sorry.
He
The-
died. He didn't die. He's all good.
One off.
Oh my god. Thank the Lord. Okay. Okay. Are all the bandits dead? No, there's one left.
Currently one left.
And
Hugh's got that guy
has
covered.
the captain's not moved though. Did he do anything on
Yeah,
his turn?
he did move, so he was here. And by the ship moving, he moved. He's now fallen
Oh,
straight.
He was
back
still
onto the
restrained on
side.
his turn.
Are we still like crazy tilted? Like I still have to.
We are now
try-
crazy tilted. So you've used your
Okay.
action to try and
Okay.
maintain and push it back, but you failed, and now it's gone crazy
Okay.
tilt again. So
I'll try again then to brighten it. I guess.
so you've already used your action this turn. Unfortunately, that's what you failed on before. So we're still
thought
on
we-
the same turn. If you see what I mean.
Oh, I thought this was a new turn. Sorry.
No, yeah, we just
No.
resolved all the dexterity
We
saving
had-
throws.
An opportunity attack. That's what me and Hugh were doing. What opportunity attacks?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yes.
so I can't
So you got
use
your
another.
bonus action and
Right.
movement. Obviously, you
Use the bonus.
Oh,
Use the bonus action to Bardic the child.
correct. So you've
Yeah.
just got your movement left, and because you failed with the wheel, you can move if you want to, or you stay put for your next turn.
No, I'll stay. Obviously, like holding the wheel.
Cool.
Trying to.
Hugh, it is over to you. Lugus on deck.
You will move up to here,
Hugh.
and then
You will move.
we'll do a good old swing. Go on,
Then Hugh.
and with advantage on this one, yeah,
With
'cause it's
advantage.
I'm
You are flanking with a squirrel.
Have you ever flanked with a squirrel before?
that would be telling. Right, I'm just going to redo that. Cancel. Discard previous. All bit. Oh, can't. I'm just going to roll it and then
Yeah, no
roll
worries.
another because I can't seem to. Oh, there we go. Found it. Don't worry. Advantage.
20 will hit. Roll your damage. Seeing some cool
Fantastic.
dice coming out as well. Oh my golly.
Boss.
19
better.
points of damage.
Damage.
That's better.
Now describe that killing blow for us.
That is going to. I mean, it's got to be a decapitation, isn't it? With 19 points. Yeah. So the head just goes up as high as the sails. I'm assuming the airship has sails.
Yeah. Yeah, big, long,
and
tall,
then-
big 30-foot sails.
Yeah, as high up in as the top of the sails before landing down on the stump of the neck, and the body collapses with that.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to stay in initiative just for a second. So, Lugus, it is over to you. We're now in sort of loose initiative, but there's no enemy combatants left, but we still got some minor peril to deal with.
Literally.
Okay.
Can I just take the
Oh.
rest of my movement as well?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Go ahead. Where do you want to
Just
move to?
move, just going over to the stairs.
Yeah, no
There-ish.
worries. There you are.
That's why? No, I don't need. Dad.
Is he
Got me
strangling
thumbs.
you? Are you okay?
What a legend. Roll an athletics check, Adam.
Why? No, no.
Good tested athletics check. Get your dad.
Okay. Is it me?
It is over to you, buddy. Well, so loose
Okay.
initiative, no enemy combatants right now. You see Flopsy sort of reaching out, but obviously, yeah, we are still in our 6 seconds.
Okay. I'm not very strong. Being a tiny creature, would I be allowed to try and pull up a child? Considering it is 3 times this 3-foot child is
Yeah.
more than twice my height.
I'm gonna say in this circumstance you could not help to pull the child because you'd have to reach over and do that. But if you would like to assist in any way, you could. Yeah, I'm not telling you what you could and couldn't do, but you could pull Flopsy themselves or something like that.
Sure.
Up to you.
I'll try and do my best to anchor myself and hold on to the back of Flopsy.
Cool.
I don't know. I've like dug my tiny feet.
Or I'm just enjoying it. Okay, no, so brilliant. We will get to that in just a second. Then, so it is over to Captain Xander.
Why?
He is going to move over to you, Julius. And he's going to go. Great work. Let me give you a hand.
It's being recorded. It's going to go on the internet.
You don't mind?
You sure you want to?
So he's going to go ahead and roll an athletics check to see if he can bring it back on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is not going well. So I'm not going to. The boat is currently still all the way to the right.
This is it's not a cheeky one, but if we're both holding onto it, can I assist him?
It only picks up voices. It can't
Okay,
pick.
so-
It's not picking up your music, Dad.
Yeah, unfortunately, the sound enhancement. So what I will say is, in this moment, because there's no enemy combatants and we're sort of in loose initiative, I'll let you get your action off now. So you go ahead and roll an athletics check now with advantage.
Okay, with advantage. Okay. Sorry, let me find it. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not great. It's 13.
It's not great, but you do
Right.
manage to sort of get the wheel and you sort of bring it back, so it's not level anymore, but you're still veering off to the right. But not as bad anymore. And Captain Xandar's just, that's his name, is he's helping out. He's sort of grabbing the other side of it. Flopsy, we're over to you. What would
Right.
you like to do?
I am immediately going to try to pull the kobold up.
Okay. So as you reach out, you grab the hand. Just go ahead and make me an athletics check if you're just reaching out and trying to pull from it, but do it with advantage because Lucas is helping you.
Okay. That's a -1 as well, but I'm going to add my bardic inspiration because I can guarantee that that's probably failed.
Please.
I won't tell you yet. Roll a bardic. Cool,
Okay,
perfect.
okay, okay.
Yes, that
So
failed.
14.
And now it's passed. Amazing. I just set the DC as 10. I probably should have told you DC.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as you hold out and you grab the kobold and you pull him free and he sort of just falls into you and you fall back with the weight of this kobold, and Lugus, you sort of narrowly avoid getting squashed. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end combat, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be holding him so close, and yeah, I'll just be like patting him on the back, like stroking him, just making sure to try and calm him down, and I'll just be saying, "You were so brave. You were so brave. You did such a good job. Well done."
Oh, thank you. Do you know where my mummy is?
We're gonna find her immediately, okay? Don't worry.
Okay, no, I was so scared.
You were such a brave boy. I'm assuming boy.
Yes.
He didn't know.
You never know these days. Cool. The scene is yours, guys. What would you like to do?
Is the ship still canted slowly?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say now is now we're out of initiative. Captain Xandar, he's sort of he's grabbed the other side, Julius, and he's now wrestled the strip. Very strong man, and now you all get sort of a better look at him. Very gruff, rugged looking man with a red bandana, but he's got sort of this blue denim jacket and some denim jeans on, and large bulging muscles out of his torn jacket, and he brings the ship back around and rights itself. But you do start to see black mist and black fog start to envelop the ship. Not too much to the point that you can no longer see, but you just start to see this black fog. And he says out to you, good work. I think without you and your friends, we'd be goners. Good job. I owe you a big debt.
No. Sure, we'll find a way to repay that. Who were those guys?
I have no idea. I have no idea how they got on this ship. I vet everybody who comes onto this ship to ensure the safety of my crew and my passengers. They seem to have slipped on unheard of. I'm deeply sorry. Like I said, I'm in your debts, because I technically don't have insurance for this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
If you keep it stum, I'll be
Yeah, I'm sure it's not gonna get out at all. Crixus?
Was that his name? Did you hear?
Oh, yeah, is that someone that you've heard of before? I'm liking the look, by the way. Double denim, strong.
Aye. Picked it up on my latest trip to Waterdeep. Got sold it, said it fit me quite well. I think I'm pulling it off, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree.
Aye. I've never heard the name Crixus, but the markings, and he looks over to one of the dead bodies that's just sort of flailing around on the bow of the ship, or on the helm of the ship now.
Like a siren body.
Yeah. It's just
It's ragdolling.
Cartwheeling, just ragdolling in the sky. And occasionally it just goes up and down. Todd Howard is somewhere looking down, laughing. So he looks over and he points at just a marking on this guy's wrist and just goes, I've seen this crew before. They're from the Dead Zone. They're from Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Okay.
Aye.
How can you tell?
See that marking there? That's one
Yeah.
of the clans that operates there. That's about all I know.
Huh. Okay.
As you look over, you just see the marking, this crest that is on this body. It's the marking of a three-pointed crown. It's like a black tattoo that's just on his wrist.
Cool. I also want to do an insight check on this guy
On the Captain Xandar?
to see if he's in any way into me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it, baby. +2. Yeah, 16.
16. I mean, he's more interested you get the sense with a 16, he's very in love with his ship, the Harmony. So he's very, very grateful for what you have done to save the ship and the passengers of the crew. So you do see he's got a bit of a glint in his eye towards you, but you can't quite tell if that's towards you or towards his ship. Does that make sense?
I'm just gonna rush on down to where the others are.
Cool. What are the rest of you up to?
I'll be like
The
that.
moment I see Julius, I'll definitely react, but I'll wait for other people to do stuff first.
Yeah. Hugh, what you doing?
Well, I was rushing up to the wheel, so I guess I'll head up that way anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll shake the captain's hand, and my rage is lost, and I'm a happy, jokey Hugh again. Captain, nice to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you. The name's Captain Xandar, and you might be.
I'm Hugh. My name is Hugh. Hugh of the Woods.
Hugh of the Woods. And he just sort of,
Hey,
he reaches down, and he pulls out this clipboard, and he just sort of goes through the pages. Hugh of the Woods. Hey. Interesting. It's nice to meet you. And I hope your stay was pleasant up until this point.
Oh, it's been thoroughly enjoyable. I enjoyed the entertainments. And I like to think as I rush up, I go to give him a Predator from the film Predator handshake. Not a Predator's handshake, but yeah, like a proper biceps flexing.
Yes, very donk.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that the ship's manifest then, is it?
Aye, it be.
And these guys weren't on it.
Well, I'm gonna have to take some time to go through it and see. One of our engineers, they were in charge a couple of days ago of onboarding you all onto the ship. You would have seen him as you come on board and sort of said your name and whatnot. Normally it's me that does the intake, but I was busy. They may have gone through.
If there's any further trouble on the rest of our voyage, then do just let us know. We'll try to ensure a safe arrival if we can.
Oh, for sure, and you'll definitely be paid as such. And speaking of, I could do with this kind of service again in the future. See, my last security crew, they quit on me a few days ago, just before this trip, in fact. This is just normally a safe trip to Neverwinter that we do every few days. I didn't think a security crew was needed, but I'm glad you lot were aboard.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm on holiday at the moment, but as soon as the festival's done, then perhaps I'm generally free over the summer. I'm not sure about the others. You'll have to ask them. But no, I mean, I'll do a bit of freelance security work. Absolutely.
Aye, we can talk when we get to Neverwinter. How's about that? I got a few opportunities for you.
Sounds like a plan. And
Ding.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll wander back down to the deck. I'll see you in a bit, Captain.
See you in a bit, laddie. And as he sort of righted the ship now, you see the captain just sort of wander up to his 302 cubic inch V8 motor at the back of the ship.
Motor.
Cool, Lucas. What are you up to?
Oh, after fighting off a very annoying middle-aged man. I guess, yeah. I didn't hear if Flopsy had already comforted the child due to the middle-aged man. But
yeah, I have done. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll just ask: is everyone unharmed? I've still got a bit of healing in me.
I think I'm doing okay. I've grazed my knee though. Ow!
Oh, would you like a band-aid?
Oh yes, please. We got any with Pokemon on it?
And I have some band-aids with Pokemon.
No, you're a squirrel.
Oh, damn.
You've got that and roll dolls.
No. Unfortunately, I don't.
That's a shame. I do love Pokemon. I've been a collector for quite some years now.
Oh, really? What are some of the ones in your collection? Please list multiple.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am a bit distressed right now because I nearly died. But
let's get you back to your mother. We can talk about this later.
Aye.
A friend of mine's also quite the fanatic.
But if you also like Pokemon, I'd love to show you my collection one day. Thank you. And he'll also turn to you, Flopsy. Thank you so very much.
You're more than welcome.
Do you like Pokemon?
I've never really heard of it, to be honest, but I'll happily listen. Maybe another time, though. Yeah.
Maybe another time. I'm a bit. I really don't. Right. I'm going now. I'll see you later.
You sound like Kretschkov.
Bye.
My name's not Kretschkov. I'm gone. My range of voices is only so many. I'm a kobold. I'm a child kobold. How else am I supposed to sound? And he's disappeared below deck. Very thankful.
I'm going to run over to Julius and just give him a really big hug. And say, I'm so glad you're all right.
I'll give her a massive hug as well, and then as she hugs me, I'll kind of step back and I'll take her little fluffy face in my hands, you're squeezing, and look her over closely, and like especially where the arrow went into her head. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?
I mean, I'm a little dazed, and I'm not feeling quite right, but I'm feeling a lot better since the little squirrel, healed me. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Yeah. You know, and then I'll step back all awkwardly, like I didn't even care.
It's like,
yeah, that was crazy. Oh.
And
I didn't think we'd all make it out.
Just quickly, as you two are having this conversation, there is more black mist and smoke starts to sort of flow over the ship that you all do start to notice, and the smell of it is oily and gritty. Sorry, just thought I'd mention.
I'm assuming I'm definitely, if it's going over the ship, I am very low to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm just coughing.
It's not like a thick smog yet. You get the sense that it is a kind of a smog that is coming out.
I will scale Hugh and be like, just see that? What's that black stuff? Is that normal?
That's a very good question. Captain Xander!
Hey!
What's all this black smoke about?
I'll tell you what, bear with. And he'll come on over to the ship's helm, and he'll on a slight little keypad, he'll just dip, autopilot engaged. I'll be with you in just a second. I should have done that during the fight, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I couldn't reach the
how he
keypad.
didn't do it.
Hey, how can I help you?
We were just wondering about all that black stuff in the sky. Is it normal on this crossing?
Oh dear. We seem to have verged off course quite a bit.
No.
And he's going to head on over to this part of the ship and sort of look out over the bow of the ship. And as you all do as well, you were seeing that the ocean air, but now you're sort of smelling this smog come in. As you look out on the horizon, you can see the Sword Coast, Faerun. So you've sort of verged off into the sea quite a lot, and now you're heading into the Sword Coast of Faerun. And what you actually see as the ship heads over is what you all know to be as the Dead Zone, Baldur's Gate. The thick smog starts to envelop the ship, and as the ship moves through, you start to see this large fog in the sky. And as you look down, you see what once was old rustic buildings of Baldur's Gate, now some dilapidated but lit up like candlelight fire. You are quite a bit above this now. You've got quite a bit of detail on this image here because I couldn't make it zoom out anymore. But yeah, that's what you see, and you do see a bit of a worried look on Captain Xandar's face. And you will all feel the same kind of thing, apart from you, Flopsy, is that the dead zone is called the dead zone for a reason. It is where people don't normally venture out of the dead zone, people don't normally venture in. You hear stories, you hear tales, people make up horrible things about the place. And the visual look of it is not doing itself any favours. Yeah, I guess Flopsy, what's going through your head at the moment, seeing this?
Well, I probably don't have the same trepidation as everyone else, because it's home to me. But I am wondering why they wanted to bring us here. Because no one wants to come here. So...
Hey.
Yeah.
He did say they would... I don't know if I was there to hear this, but I'm pretty sure... But he did say they were from one of the gangs here.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that at all. I was a
Something
child.
about the tattoo. They were from.
Yeah, with
Baldur's
three
Gate.
pointed crown.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
the tattoo?
I guess I'll. Well, I'm next to Flopsy anyway, right?
Mhm.
So I was talking to Sir. Sorry, I have to put my phone in. Sorry, guys. So I'll get it back. So this is where you're from, right?
Yeah, but what was that about a tattoo?
Oh, something about the tattoos that the guys had. There's something about gangs from Baldur's Gate.
Would I know anything about that?
Yeah. So, you would describe the marking, Julius? Yeah.
I just
well.
lift up a dead body's hand and be like,
Yeah.
"This one."
I was going to say, Hugh will just go and pick up the torso of the man chopped in half and just present the wrist to Flopsy.
Awesome. So, Flopsy, instantly to you,
Oh.
you see the marking of a crown, a three-pointed crown. It's just a very dark, thick tattoo. You instantly know this to be part of the Gritzen clan. A very, their nobility within Baldur's Gate of being a criminal organisation within the city. They're very notorious. You know to walk the other side of the street if they're coming down. More like mobsters of the city.
Okay. Oh. I guess they're kind of like a mafia of sorts around Baldur's Gate. They're not good people. But why they wanted to bring us all over there, I honestly don't know. Unless they were just looking for safe passage, but why would they even be outside of Baldur's Gate? They have no power outside of Baldur's Gate. I'll repeat also the name that you gave, but I can't remember what it was. It was something that sounded like German.
Gritzen.
Blitzen.
Blitzen. Very much, yeah. Like German.
Blitzen. Donner and Blitzen.
Yeah, imagine Blitzen, but with a G. Gritzen.
Okay.
Oh, Gritzen.
I
I
mean-
put Grits.
Okay.
Yeah. With a
Don't
G.
get me wrong, I'm happy to be back home, but I don't think this is somewhere I'd really like to have brought you all.
So, can we still go to the festival, Captain?
Aye.
I'm on holiday.
They plan on getting the ship turned around quite hastily. And you all know the topology of Faerun, I don't know if that's the right word. But Baldur's Gate is south of Neverwinter, but you've veered off so much that you're coming in to Baldur's Gate from the west. So Captain Xandar quickly flies up to the helm and he starts to steer out of the mist. But you're still got this large sight on Baldur's Gate just for now.
I want to go over to the rails of the ship and kind of lean my elbows against them and kind of look at Flopsy. So this is where you're from?
I mean, it's not all bad. It's a little bit it's a bit dark for sure, but I mean, I had a happy upbringing here. You just have to know how it works, you know, like any place that you go to. And I had a lovely family life, and I had a couple of friends. it doesn't. It looks worse than it is. Okay.
No, it looks.
Uncomfortable.
He doesn't want to say great.
I like how the fires twinkle in the buildings. Do they keep them lit
Yeah.
to make it look pretty?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think it's more for a practical trying to see things reason, but I guess from a distance it looks a little prettier.
Twinkly.
Unfortunately, the smog hasn't quite lifted yet, so it's a little bit difficult to see things sometimes. But I mean, it's great for people like me that lawfully run around in the dark in the shadows. You know, just kind of side eyeing the guy that belongs to Tia.
I don't belong to Tyr. He's not my owner.
But yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, it's not exactly the first place that I'd have liked to have brought you. Or you guys for the first time either. I would have liked somewhere a little sunnier, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I'd like somewhere sunnier too. Let's get the fuck out of here. And he
Please
just
do, yeah.
wings the ship
Right.
round, and the smog does start to fade as you he takes the coast, well, not the coastline, because Baldur's Gate is on the coastline, but he takes a large berth around Baldur's Gate, and about 20-30 minutes go past now, and the ship itself is quite fast. You don't sort of feel it being on the ship, as there is some kind of and you guys know this about airships because they fly all over Faerun, but there is some kind of arcane magics that's stopping you from falling off of an airship where it moves quite fast. So it does move past Baldur's Gate at this point, and you move out into sunnier areas, and you leave the image of Baldur's Gate behind you all.
Nice. You guys were pretty impressive in a fight. I wasn't sure when I slapped your ass there, Hugh, whether that was going to be a good move or a bad move, but I'm glad it worked out well.
It seems to have been a push that I needed to fall back into my old ways. Squirrel, you did very well. What a surprise! With the hands of the war. This is very nice.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was the beam. It was the beam for me. It was right in my eyes.
Quite good praise you got there. I do have a question for you, Hugh. At the beginning of the fight, you sort of going up the stairs. You sort of got more hairy.
Yes. Well, my people in the Whispering Woods, we come from a line of werebears. It's quite old. It's quite an old lycanthropy, but it's still there, and you know, we when needed, one can call on the innate beast within, and you know, just get a bit more battle ready. Comes in useful in a pinch.
I can see that it definitely did.
I used to know a
The
man.
guy that you chopped in half would agree.
Yep.
Well, that was yeah. I got a bit angry by that point. So yeah. Sorry, sorry, Crixus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy you decapitated.
He was great. You're
The guy
fine.
you chopped his leg off. That's right, bit him. Significant dismemberment happened today. That's a hard word to say in a Scottish accent. Dismemberment.
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 Burglar alarm.
Purple burglar alarm.
Burglar.
Okay.
Oh dear.
A new Flopsy.
Yeah.
I noticed a curious thing when I was on your shoulder. You seem to be cursing no one. I was wondering what that's about.
Oh, I sometimes some of my emotions are a little hard to keep inside, you know.
Oh, entirely get that. I had a massive breakdown a few years back. Oh, I'm still recovering.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a trait of mine. And Julius can tell you. I talk out loud sometimes. My thoughts just come out.
I get that same, because that's the only way I can communicate. But
I don't have many thoughts. As it goes.
Yeah. Mental health is fun. Let's go and get some drinks, shall we?
change of topic conversation. I've known you for a matter of minutes. You're very good at fighting. I'm gonna go get another kid's meal.
Maybe you can go with the McNuggets this time.
TM.
Wow. And Captain Xander he'll sort of he'll shout over to you all. Hey, years. I said to your friend Hugh here, I could use a group like you. Very much so. And I've got a couple of tasks in Neverwinter. How's about it? Helping an old friend, Captain Xander, out. How's about it? I can make it worth your while.
Whisper under my breath to Julius. Friend? You've made a friend?
Yeah, everyone's obsessed with being friends right now. Yeah, maybe. Okay.
All right. Listen, do you all know each other?
No, and if
We
you
go
ask
way back.
me with a freaking group name, I will slap you.
I wonder what your group name's called.
No, you can go anywhere.
Well, I'll tell you
Zoological
what.
Society.
I'll tell you what. Let's leave that for another time.
That's
2.5 furry.
a little bit.
Well,
You're gonna be like pickled eggs at this rate. Come on.
Pickle Eggs. What a great
That's a
name.
big egg.
I'll lock it in.
No, no, please don't. I like 2.5 furries on the bench.
Take your time, have some thought. But you're gonna have to come up with a name if you're gonna be my mercenaries.
We need a couple more sessions, I feel like, to
We need
do
to
some-
meet.
No,
We need an
don't get
ongoing
metagamey on me now. What the fuck is a session? I'm just asking questions here.
Exactly.
Go on, take yourself down to the lower deck. Get yourself some food in you. Get yourself a kid's meal. We'll be here in Neverwinter in just about a few hours.
We'd like a Happy Meal, please.
Aye, a happy meal we can do you. Go see Bengal the bugbear. Kind old
Can you say
gentleman.
that again,
That was
please?
sick.
Bengal.
Bingo, the
The
bugbear.
Bingo,
bugbear.
The bugbear.
Bugbear called Bungle.
Where exactly are you from? We sound like we've come from a similar area.
Probably. I
Bungle.
probably heard your accent and fucking that and just picked up on it. Bengal the bugbear. Fun to say.
Okay.
Exactly. Bingo, the bugbear.
Bengal the bugbear.
Bango, the bugbear. I'd
Anyone
like
else
to
want to
go
go?
downstairs.
I still
I'd
haven't written it down.
but also,
Like, I
can
can't
do
figure
a
it out.
retrospective insight on Flopsy.
What's that, Kate?
Oh.
Sorry?
I said, can I do a retrospective insight on Flopsy to see how she feels about being close to Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, go for it. Make an insight check. Now, Flopsy, I suppose on your side of thing, because this is a player contested role. Are you trying to hide anything, or are your emotions showing?
Ch- That was a 20. So you know that she's not lying, but you get the impression that the feelings she has are a lot more complex. She's only kind of saying one layer. She is happy to see her home again. Like she's right about that, but at the same time there is a certain level of I guess shame as well, because it's not the nicest place, and she didn't really want you to see this. But there's other emotions kind of going on. There's a little bit of fear, there's a little bit of guilt. There's an array of emotions that kind of crossed through her eyes, which you've probably learned to read quite well now at this point. So yeah, so she wasn't lying, but she was happy to see it. But at the same time, yeah, she's got a very complicated thoughts about home.
Cool.
There you go.
Go below to where all the people are.
Where the people are.
And as you head down, the lower deck is everybody who was sat in their seats. Everybody who was sort of at the bar just sort of talking, they are all looking your way as you emerge down into the lower deck. And they're all just sort of silently looking in your direction. Flopsy, you see off just to the right, you see the small kobold child sort of grasping onto his parents, and he just goes, "There they are! They're the heroes!" And just everybody just starts to applaud and cheer as you all come down. And Bengal the Bugbear approaches you. Ho, ho, ho! Well, we got ourselves 4 heroes. Thank you so much. If there's anything I can do for you, please do shout. No, nothing? Alright, I'll fuck off then.
It's like Happy Meal, please.
5 Happy Meals, please.
Whose shoulder are you on at the moment, Lucas?
I'll roll a D4.
Roll a D4.
If you do a D4, then there's
If
a
it's
chance
4,
that
it's
you're
his
on
own
your
shoulder.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
if it's 4, I'm just on the ground.
Nice.
So I'm 4, down to 1, Kate to 2, Vicky's a 3.
Who was 2?
I think I'm on Kate's shoulder.
Hey.
Julius.
Well, you almost fall off as Julius does a like really dramatic bow to the ground, just soaking up the applause.
And I'm just gonna like pull him back.
Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get you all a seat, a drink, and some Happy Meals.
Yeah, maybe a few drinks and what?
Happy Meal.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything sugary, like a sweet or candy or some kind of chocolate?
Aye.
Strawberries.
No, we don't do strawberries. I've been adamant about that here. Wait, that's not my accent. Aye, this is my accent.
Yeah, that's what that was me speaking his thoughts out loud.
Aye,
What about
it's
it?
getting late in the day. I could sort you out with a sugary treat. We do gingerbread men with icing on. We do chocolate ring donuts and a chocolate and almond brownie. I make it.
And a raspberry cheesecake.
And a raspberry cheesecake. Yes.
Yeah.
You just see her eyes just light up. It's just like, could I have one of everything, please?
You certainly can. Let me fix that up for
Don't
you.
do it. You're gonna be so sick. You're gonna be so sick.
I don't care. I defy death today.
Well.
You're well.
Fantastic. And as you all sit there, and all the meals and the Happy Meals and tasty treats are brought out, that is where we will end our session. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you all had fun. Hey, new campaign. See you all next time, guys. Ta-da.